Hundreds of people were in Annapolis today to talk about what they consider to be major education reform, possibly a blueprint for Maryland's future.
Let's go to Annapolis right now. WMAR 2 News' Abby Isaacs joins us right now to tell us what happened here so far today. Abby.
Well, the hearing is still going on here in Annapolis, going on 5 hours of testimony that they have been hearing from parents, elected officials, and school teachers. Now, there were a lot of people speaking in support, but also a lot of questions and concerns being raised, mainly about funding. It shows the conversation surrounding both of these bills is far from over.
We are the future! We are the future! The mighty, mighty future! The mighty, mighty future!
In the hands of the future, please to fund it.
Our kids can't wait!
A sense of urgency builds as students, parents, and elected officials call for a transformation of the state's public schools.
We need to provide universal pre-kindergarten for all students throughout the state.
Calling for the passage of the Blueprint for Maryland's Future. The bill follows recommendations from the Kirwan Commission. It's a new funding formula to close achievement gaps, retain teachers, and get students college and career ready.
I stand here dreaming of a better tomorrow, a school that has classrooms full of the latest technology, classrooms led by a diverse group of professional educators.
This rally ahead of a packed joint hearing on the House and Senate versions of the bill.
With these bills, you can take action that will begin the transformation of our school system from one that is failing way too many of our children into one that gives every child in every zip code a chance to realize his or her full potential.
Dr. Britt Kirwan, a former University System of Maryland chancellor, and 129 other people signed up to speak, including a coalition of 6 county executives and city leaders in support.
When people ask me, why is Kirwan so important? I say it's because for some of our young people, having the right support is literally a matter of life and death.
The Kirwan Commission recommends spending nearly $4 billion more annually on education by the year 2030. Governor Larry Hogan argues that fully implementing everything would cost $32 billion over the 10 years. And Mayor Jack Young and others have concerns about where that money is coming from and how the required costs would be divided among jurisdictions.
Right now, just one example, in Baltimore City, they're required to spend over $9,100 per pupil in the end. That amount is great for the students, but is it feasible? And
this amount is simply beyond our current capacity. A contribution of that side represents nearly a quarter of the city's non-discretionary budget. Baltimore City's personal and property.
Several Republican lawmakers wrote a letter asking for this hearing to be delayed so they'd have more time to look over a recently released funding analysis. Some of them also spoke out today asking for this bill to take into account expanded priorities like the environment inside of the classroom. Now, many have said that they believe amendments will be made, and the next step for both of these bills is second readings in their respective chambers. Live in Annapolis, Abby Isaacs, WMAR 2 News.
All right.